By the magnificent graces of Athene, a city was built upon gloried heights. So stood Idylla in bountiful tribute, a colossi bastion, the virtue of the Uranos.
We build this for you, Athene. We build this for you, our blessed goddess.
Who's there? Who wanders into my camp? What is this? You are far too small to be a colossi. So it's true then. The beckoned has come. Most find it completely inhospitable, but I find that it is not so difficult if you try a different sort of living. Yes, the plants are unpalatable, and the beasts cunning, but you can't expect nature to offer you wine and sweets if all you do is ask. They act like they are above everything, but they are mud and dust, like everything else in this world. They just aren't decent enough to admit it. The Jotun have wronged the Colossi in the past, but the Colossi have a shared history with them. It was right to grant them mercy. The heads of the city's inhabitants are as high in the clouds as the city itself, with their talk of religion and righteous gods. I much prefer to stay closer to the ground and stick to my roots. I once tried to forge peace between the Jotun and the Colossi, but as I did, I became enamored of the simplicity they enjoy. I have taken to living in this old camp to try and enjoy it as I can. This is my home, but not for much longer. I moved out here to reconnect with my roots, you see, my heritage as a giant race. However, my time on my own has come to an end. I am ready to take the next step and go and live amongst the Jotun of the Teeth of Naros. There are only loose ends that need to be taken care of, but I have sworn off Idylla for all days I have left. Karunk was my chief concern with me trying to move in with the Jotun. Now that he is dead, it seems to be the perfect time to do this. The logical step is that I must live among the Jotun. Yes, I do. I have lived on my own in this abandoned Jotun camp long enough. Would you? I will reward you for your help. I will not be needing the coin where I am going. I want for my family ring, currently in the hands of my brother Heliodorus, and to see my journal delivered to my old comrade Darius. But perhaps most of all, I want you to find my wife, Corina. I would like you to bring her here to me. You must retrieve my family ring, deliver my journal, and speak with my wife. The ring is currently in the possession of my rather odious brother Heliodorus in Idylla. I doubt he will surrender it kindly. He hides it in the living quarters of Idylla. You can try liberating the ring yourself, or finding a way of dealing with my brother. Convince Corina to come down from the city and see me. If you could bring her here, then I can talk her into living with me and the Jotun. My journal needs to be delivered to my friend, Darius. He is most likely camped out somewhere in the Teeth of Naros. Be quick, Beckoned. I must get to the Jotun soon. Goodbye.
Yet tragedy befell these giants, as in trying to force the Hyperion upwards, Athene was angered and made her rage known. So the life was driven from some, the faith from many.
Forgive our trespasses, and bless us with wisdom, Athene the All-Knowing, in whose name we pray.
Many greetings, stranger.
You have watered the Evenroot. Thank you, friend. I can finally set aside the burden of this work. Without you, the Evenroot surely would have died before the heir arrived. Please take this ring for your part in helping me. And by way of advice, there is a wild variant of Evenroot in these lands. Water them like you did this one, and the rewards may be of use. There is a wild variant of the Evenroot that grows throughout the teeth of Naros. You should be able to harvest them, but they will need water from the amphora, just as the main Evenroot did. Since they are wild, they require less water, but after harvesting a few, you will have to refill the amphora to continue. Stay alert, Beckoned.
Yes?
I hope you find Idylla to...
Thank you for your dedication. The gods have divined the location of the final gift to me. You have proved your faith and loyalty to us, and derived great wisdom from these trials. Collect this last, rare item, and be at ease. The old ways have been treated with reverence due. Good day.
You'll find the tragedians here, in the theater. Farewell.
Can I int- interest you in? Do you see any armor? in my stock you approve of? I handcraft with my armor. You have nothing to fear. The Beckoned! Can I interest you in a potion?
Be careful here.
You have come again. Is there anything else you require? Very well. I shall endeavor.
Careful here.
Welcome to Idylla.
I expected the Beckoned would arrive.
Do you bring news from below? They are the lowest. Colossi without faith, mindless, violent, and forever despairing. My family has done much for this city, so we are given our own private station in these quarters. They serve well enough, but I cannot say they compare to the home we had before we came to these blasted lands. Look at this place! Why would anyone choose the wilds below over this? Histis has the nerve to call himself a brother, living in the wilds, acting like a savage. Might as well be a marauder. With my brother indisposing himself, it falls to me to keep watch over my family's estate, little though it is. My brother? I would hardly consider Histis family anymore. He left that behind when he turned his back on civilization, like one of those marauders. What business has he sent you on, Beckoned? I suppose I have been rather hard on Histis. If he feels this is his calling, then I should support him as family. The ring is in my chest over there. Here is the key to open it. Yes, farewell.
I hope you have done well. Greetings. I hope you have had some success collecting the artifacts around the Teeth of Naros. Good luck in your search.
I almost did not see you. Yes? You'll find the tragedians here. Farewell.
What brings the Beckoned to me on this day? She is the Primos now. Having served in the Guard, I am certain that she will be a just leader. The Primos is the leader of our people in prayer and in other matters of life. They are appointed by Athene herself. Mine is the duty to safeguard the Colossi from any threat, so Secondra has charged all the guard. Lawbreakers in Idylla do not enjoy the luxury of internment. All lawbreakers are immediately subjected to combat. It may seem severe, but we are a wise people. None have had need to test this punishment, least of all you, I am sure. Farewell, Beckon. Stay out of trouble. What brings the Beckoned to me on this day? You have seen Histus? I have not heard from him in so long. I was worried something had happened to him. What business has he sent you on? That fool! He is as oblivious and idealistic as the day I took him for my husband. Very well, I will see him after straightening out some affairs. Tread carefully if you are heading into the sewers. You must be the Beckoned.
Tiny body. Die, good
Journeying the teeth of Naros? Hello there, Beckoned. when traveling in the Teeth of Naros? The Teeth of Naros is a very dangerous place. Even those that know the dangers well can still find themselves at its mercy, or lack thereof. We have earned much for our closeness with the gods, but we have a duty to share that connection with all of Amalur. The Jotun have old ties to the Colossi, very old ones. We marshaled their strength for the glory of Athene before we came here. We felt ourselves their custodians, but they viewed us as masters, and their resentment only grew from there. With this city still being incomplete, I have found myself more interested in research than the gods. We have been given the light of Athene, but we should share that with as many as we can. Istus is a dear friend of mine, formerly a peer, but as we tried to build ties with the Jotun, well, things turned. I am a diplomat, so to speak. Though they lack our grace, some of the brutes of this place have in them a shred of reason. The marauders were once thinking, feeling colossi, and the Jotun were kin as well. I must try to appeal to their wisdom. This is Histus's research. So that must mean he is preparing to go live with the Jotun. I cannot say I completely agree with Histus's methods, but I can respect his intent with his research. Thank you, Beckend. Wish him the best for me. Farewell.
So you have completed the tasks, but I do not see Corina. Then her choice is made. Well, there is no more putting this off. I must take my leave. Well, the Jotun go with bare feet, so I will as well. Take my sandals, Beckoned. They may be of some use to you. Perhaps you are right. The Jotun are not exactly the most reasonable of creatures when it comes to outsiders. I suppose I could wait and observe them a bit longer before I make an attempt to live with them. Thank you for your help, Beckoned. You truly speak with the wisdom of Athene. Goodbye.
Greetings.
I hope Idilla is to your liking, Beckoned. I have a sprawling range as a tragedian, I assure you, but I require the chance to prove it. Perhaps the humbled is my great opportunity. This is as much a temple as a theater, erected in the honor of the craft. There is no greater celebration of plays in all of Amalur. I am not blind to the fact that our city has a troubled past. There is little we tragedians can do about it save continue to perform for our audiences. So you speak for him. Excellent. I was not aware he knew the Beckoned. Shall I audition now? Success! The might of giants will never compare to Athene's grace, esteem, and judgment ever fair. My, how grand that was! I've never felt so well with him before. The time has come. Tomorrow we ride. To where do we ride? That is a good question. Let us, well, sleep on it. That was probably my best portrayal of him, I won't lie. Come at me, hero, and taste the sting of my blade. You mislead our people, I will end your crusade. A few kinks in that reed, I know, but I can work it out before the show easily enough. I'm sure the Beckoned is a decider worthy of his station. Whatever role you cast for me shall be the right one. Excellent. What have you decided? I am eager to grace the stage once more. I'm sure the Beckoned is a... Enjoy the theater of Andronikos.
You must be the Beckoned. Astonishing. I did not expect you to be so diminutive. Athene is the goddess of wisdom, but she is also a goddess of art. We must appease this aspect of her nature as well. As it does not involve true might, the profundity of theatre is lost on my brethren. But the spectacle is still enjoyed. In truth, I find the tragedies we've made recently to be rather dreary. I prefer satires myself. The Humbled seems an interesting production. There is an opportunity for much if some of the tone is changed. It's a great accomplishment, to be sure, but I think that my people often forget that we are the project of the gods, not this city. That is why I focus on theater. Rather than focusing on the city, we should be focusing on ourselves. Oh, I am well aware. You speak for him, Beckoned? Has he made a decision regarding our roles? Or shall I be auditioning now? You are a large adversary. You are very tall, but you are weak, feeble. When I, strike you, you bawl. Sorry, I'm so used to playing the character, I never actually auditioned it before. More wine, more meat, more ale. I've nothing left but slop. And bring it in soon, bring it raw, with bread to sop. That came rather easily. Who'd have thought? Let me see. How does this one go again? Yes. You shall You shall pay for your bravado. When I catch you, I shall inflict such vitriol that you will sink in shame. Does that rhyme? I guess, well, I could probably come up with something better after a few weeks' practice. Take your time with the decision, Beckend. I am confident you will make the right choices. Enjoy your stay.
You are the beckoned. How are you finding our wondrous city? While these halls are to serve as a home for all forms of the art of stage, tragedy is what usually abounds here. There are a few of us that devote ourselves to the art, mostly just the ones you see milling around here listlessly. Stratton loves this place. I think he has some qualms with living up to his forebearer, Andronikos, but he still tries. I am a tragedian of several years. I have often been cast as the villain, and I'm rather ashamed to find myself comfortable in such a role. Of course, you must exercise all of yourself to attain true strength. I long to try other roles, but I am unsure where to start. I knew he was considering it. Very well. What role am I reading for? They shall look to me, and they will ask what will happen to the Myru of tomorrow. And I shall tell them... Well, you get the idea, at any rate. That was about what I expected. Destroy your adversary, hero. Split his head, like a melon in the sun, until he is dead. Dead! Yes, that rhymes. I've done it so many times. How could I have forgotten? Bow down, you pious ones. Your gods have left you weak. You clap on chains of faith, deserved by the meek. Rather fun, I must say. Wonderful. I shall await the casting results. You honor us with your presence.
Please, do not disturb the truth.
The beckoned has come.
How may I serve?
Yes? You'll find the tragedians here, in the theater. Excellent. Who have you cast in the role of the hero? Very well. And what about the role of the villain? I would have done the same. Excellent. What about the role of the Jotun? An interesting choice. I believe that completes the cast. Thank you for all you have done, Beckoned. Farewell. Ithene, guide your actions.
Beckoned, I pray for you.
Many greetings, stranger.
I almost did not see you.
Be careful here. Beckoned, you're here! You cast the production wonderfully. Please, take this, just a small token of my appreciation. Though, I do have a final favor to ask of you. My narrator has failed to appear for her part. You must perform the final scene with me in her stead. When you hear the cue for the messenger, head onto the stage.
Quickly, read the end of the manuscript I gave you. The messenger simply imparts the ending of the story to the audience. Remember, the play is largely improvisational. Just speak with the knowledge you have of our people. As the beckoned, you are sure to succeed in this. Farewell.
Many greetings, stranger.
The gods are good to us.
The gods are good to us.
Athene, guide your actions.
Oh? You must be the beckoned.
I've heard one of our scholars.
Keep the peace.
Yes? Yes?
Yes?
You are the beckoned. Have you come seeking debate?
much smaller than I expected. In this time of jubilation, it seems a bit of a bet has gone around the city guard. I have heard of your prowess. Perhaps you wish to join in the competition. It takes a bit of daring and some stupidity. The bet is to see who can destroy the most Terex eggs. I pay for each egg you've destroyed. As long as I keep counting them, I keep paying. Well then, later perhaps. The game has no end in sight. Enjoy the Lycaos. Hello. Watch your step in the concourse. Greetings. The beckoned has come.
Yes?
So it comes to this. must be the beckon.
Yes?
You have come again. Is there anything else you... Very well. I shall endeavor to reward... And you return to me.
must be the beckoned.
Beckoned, I pray for.
Blessings to you.
Blessings to you.
You'll find the tragedians here, in the theater.
Farewell.
You'll find the tragedians here, in the theater. Excellent. Who have you cast in the role of the hero? Very well. And what about the role of the villain? I would have done the same. Excellent. What about the role of the Jotun? An interesting choice. I believe that completes the cast. Thank you for all you have done, Beckoned. Farewell.
The gods are good to us.
Yes.
Yes? Beckoned, you're here! You cast the production wonderfully. Please, take this, just a small token of my appreciation. Though, I do have a final favor to ask of you. My narrator has failed to appear for her part. You must perform the final scene with me in her stead. When you hear the cue for the messenger, head onto the stage. Quickly, read the end of the manuscript I gave you. The messenger simply imparts the ending of the story to the audience. Remember, the play is largely improvisational. Just speak with the knowledge you have of our people. As the Beckoned, you are sure to succeed in this. Well. Send for the messenger! There you are. What word do you bring? What of the hero and the stalwart Jotun? Then this is a momentous day indeed. What of the Jotun, herald of the hero? No, he didn't. I mean, of course. Did the hero have anything else to say? What was that? What?
Second, though I do mind a quick. Well, send for the messenger. There you are. What word do you bring? What of the hero and the stalwart Jotun? Then this is a momentous day indeed. What of the Jotun, herald of the hero? Wonderful. I had no doubt the great hero would come back to us, but I am glad the stalwart Jotun has survived. Did the hero have anything else to say? I see. So the hero has given us a new name. Colossi. It sounds of a boulder crushing our foes. It is good. It is time we celebrated, messenger. Tomorrow is a new day for us. That was fantastic. You projected like a master tragedian. Please, take this ring as a token of my appreciation. You've certainly earned it. Farewell.
Beckoned, I pray for you.
We've expanded truly a marvel of modern... Here you go. This is the prof... Good luck out there. Looking to restock? Ilan Doldran has what... need. Come back again.
Welcome to the war.
I've got plenty of supplies if you've got plenty of coin. Come back again.
It is the hero of Melson Shear. Care to take a look at my wares? Another time, then.
Greater Niskaru arrived. I thought we were doomed. The next ship out of here is heading for Rathir. Are you interested in coming aboard? To Rathir we go. Hello.
Not your grandma. The burns for army use, not civilians.
Students of magic, masters of spells.
The siege broken at last. The war has turned.
A prayer for our troops.
Forgive the intrusion, Your Grace. I am Sergeant Brom, Melsenshire Command. I have been sent to fetch you. Your presence has been requested by the Scholia Arcana. They mean to speak with you immediately. They said it was urgent. I didn't want to bother you, but... well, I've got my orders. Mages always have their reasons. I'm just the messenger. The old Fate Weaver? He's not in the city. He's been sent elsewhere on a mission. I don't know anything beyond that, but I have a feeling the Scholia Arcana will. I know what you did. We all do. And we're grateful. So many dead. This truly is an honor. Not my place to say, Your Grace. You'll have to take it up with the Viator. Come along.
Hello.
So, all the stories are true. I didn't dare believe it. You have done all of Amalur a great service, Fated One, and I wish my coming here was under different circumstances. But the reality is that we face a new threat, one born of our recent victories. I am Ambith, a fellow Fate Weaver and citizen of Amalur. one who, I might add, is in your debt. It's that very attitude, that very disregard for nature, that has put us in this position, Fateless One. The gnome must have forgotten your humility when he dragged you back into this world. I am Lord Ambith, leader of the Order of Fate Weavers. I have watched you from a distance with both dread and fascination. Tragically, your greatest feats, the defeat of Tirnoch and the restoration of Mel Senshir, have come at great cost. After taking so much damage, the tapestry of fate itself has begun to unravel. And now the whole of Amalur threatens to come undone. That is why I have summoned you. The Order has heard disturbing reports from the west, from the region of Mithros. Niskaru sightings. The gathering of a secret brotherhood. There is even talk of a new god rising. As if we needed another one. Your ability to control the threads of fate has begun a process that will end in destruction. Unless it is reversed. The Fate Weaver, Agarth Ulfric, was sent ahead to gather information, but he will need your help. You must go to Mithros. You must learn the truth, and you must save us all from a fate worse than death. If only that... May you make good choices. Goodbye.
You coming?
So, all the stories are true. I didn't dare believe it. You have done all of Amalur a great service, Fateless One, and I wish my coming here was under different circumstances. But the reality is that we face a new threat, one born of our recent victories. I am Ambith, a fellow Fate Weaver and citizen of Amalur. One who, I might add, is in your debt. And we in the Order are grateful, on behalf of ourselves and all those who will never know of your sacrifice. But actions have consequences, and your ability to reshape the weave has caused it terrible harm. I am Lord Ambith, leader of the Order of Fate Weavers. I have watched you from a distance with both dread and fascination. Tragically, your greatest feats, the defeat of Tirnoch and the restoration of Mel Senshir, have come at great cost. After taking so much damage, the tapestry of fate itself has begun to unravel. And now the whole of Amalur threatens to come undone. That is why I have summoned you. The Order has heard disturbing reports from the west, from the region of Mithros. Niskaru sightings. The gathering of a secret brotherhood. There is even talk of a new god rising. As if we needed another one. Your ability to control the threads of fate has begun a process that will end in destruction. Unless it is reversed. The Fate Weaver, Agarth Ulfric, was sent ahead to gather information, but he will need your help. You must go to Mithros. You must learn the truth, and you must save us all from a fate worse than death? That remains unclear, but the rumors are troubling. The name Telogris has been whispered in more than one instance. Telogris, god of chaos. Surely this is a mistake, but we must learn all we can. The old warrior has a long history with the mountain dwellers. They trust him. Most importantly, he was once an ally of the master weaponsmith Scald Atlas. She will be crucial to your mission. Yes, we did not believe it possible. Sadly, many things that were believed to be impossible have come to pass. There is not much time. If only that were true. We must proceed regardless. The cliff pass into Mithras has only recently reopened, and you will need to secure a permit to enter. Secrecy will be to your advantage, which is why we advise you not to reveal your true identity. Try not to attract attention, for once. Follow the settlers west, and learn what you can about the forces gathering there. Find Agarth if you can. It is true, I cannot see your fate, but I choose to place my faith in people not in their destined paths. May you make good choices. Not all Fate Weavers align themselves with the Order, and those in service of our enemies will know what we plan to do. You will be expected. Anonymity may be your greatest weapon. Mithras is a dangerous territory, plagued by bandits and rock slides. The Alpha army has tried to staunch the flow of refugees by requiring permission to enter. Those who cross into the mountains do so at their own peril. Perhaps this is your chance to prove me wrong. Goodbye.
Amalur is always changing, and as every ballad ends, another one begins. A new thread in the tapestry of fate. This is one such story. It is the story of a young apprentice, his doting master, and a god who sought to reforge our world in chaos. In the snows of Mithras, a hero will be all that stands between order and ruin. For sometimes, fate is a burden, from which you are freed, or to which you are sworn. And sometimes, not even fate can keep the monsters at bay.
Hello. City Watch at your service.
Welcome.
Curios, talismans, items of power.
Stand up straight and look you in the eye. You'll see things there the likes of which you never saw.
Welcome. Relax and rest a while.
No, can't be. I stand in the presence of greatness. If only my friends could see this. You're famous. They're making dolls of you. Did you know that? For the kiddies, I mean. Well, I have a few, just for me. Not in a strange way or anything. 5 years, right here. Didn't lift a sword. Didn't so much as raise my voice. Not much to write home about, I'm afraid. I made up plenty, though. Really juicy stuff. Now that I think of it, that may end up being a problem. Whole caravans of people heading into the mountains. I'm a little jealous, actually. All those new opportunities. Got something called snow out there. All white, cold, like water, but crunchier. It's wild! War's over. Most of us volunteers will be discharged to go home and help with the reconstruction. There's plenty to do, which means I'll need to figure out new ways to avoid work. Ah, the call of the West. Cold out there. You'll want to pack something warm. I've thought about going west myself. I hear it's a new frontier out there. Open land. Nobody telling you what to do, whom to fight. Most of us could use a fresh start after all this fighting. I'd love to see the mountains. Maybe search for the lost city of Groundhold. Well, here you go. 1 Mithros permit. Now, don't go selling that on the black market. Honestly, don't. I'll get sacked. It's been changing. Ever since the Tuatha fell, weapon masters think it's only a matter of time before it loses its magic altogether. Too bad it couldn't have happened sooner, like 10 years ago.
Be good. Excuse me, coming through.
Siegebreaker. It's an honor.
It's common knowledge. Ames killed a man in a duel. They say he's left the city.
Keep the pace.
A pleasant evening.
Hello there.
Finally, the road is clear.
Get in line.
Hello, Private Sterling. Alpha Army, Mountain Brigade. State your business. They're a peaceful crowd, for the most part. Stick to themselves. I've seen rowdier priests. It's the followers of Telogris that worry me. They look like the others, farmers, craftsmen, veterans, but they have a hunger, like men on the brink of starvation. They seek something in those mountains. Some purpose, after all the madness. Whoever this Telogris turns out to be, I hope he wields his power carefully. They say he's building a safe haven for those who wish to begin again, away from the strife, misery, and hardship of the world. Why would such a person name himself after the god of chaos? My sister fought under General Tolera on the day of the Pale Swans. She died alone in Cluricon. The day after we received Bindi's death notice, I made the journey to Didenhill and enlisted. That was 10 years ago. The old Fate Weaver, he came through here not long ago. You might catch up to him, if you don't run into trouble. Try the tent camp, Revival, or Gale Crossing. That's a village a few miles past the Gap. They don't see a whole lot of new faces since the closure of Sativa Road. They notice strangers. Well, you've come to the right place. Do you have the proper paperwork? Ah, that's it. Thank you very much. Let's take a look. Everything seems to be in order. You certainly pack light for a settler, not like the rest of these poor souls. You'll be fine so long as you have a weapon. One last thing. I'll need a name for the border records. Refugees, migrants, settlers. We've got a mix of everything, but they've all got one thing in common: hope. I hear a lot, and folks are saying there's opportunity for a new start in Mithros, somewhere out in those mountains. I might even head out west when I'm done with my service. Start over. Where do I start? First of all, you've got plenty of wild beasties lurking in the cliffs. Wolves, cliff barghests, you name it. And we've seen a noticeable rise in Niskaru sightings, if you can believe that. Maybe it's everything going on out east, or something new, but you can't take a stroll without stumbling over a chaos monster. Hilarious. We'll see how long that sense of humor lasts in Mithros. Die.
Get in line.
What's your permit?
hope I didn't disturb you. I can't help but sing to keep my spirits up. You can call me Colette. Maybe you've heard of me? Not likely. My voice hasn't been heard outside of Issa, though I'm working to change that. Every artist needs her signature sound and style. It took me ages to discover mine, but I think it'll capture the heart of the public. Mitharan folk music, with traditional sounds of the Mithros region. Once I gather an ensemble, I'll be ready to plan a tour. The vistas are breathtaking, inspiring. I'd never seen snow before, so imagine my shock when the clouds began to fall. I would feel much more at ease if not for the Telogris stories coming out of the west. I've had enough of new gods. Yes, it has always been a dream of mine to form an elite group of musicians and perform on the great stages of Amalur. This will be the first step toward that goal, a short tour of these beautiful mountains with other artists by my side. Sadly, I'm currently a solo act, and I would need performers to join me. Truly? You would do that for me? To be true, creating a live experience of Mitharan music would benefit everyone. Before I make any other plans, I must find like spirits, those who follow the musical muse as I do. I know of a flute player elsewhere in camp, though we have never met. I believe her name is Adelena. Life is good.
Hey, stranger.
What are you lurking around for? Not keen on strangers. I'm traveling with Don Burns. He's a character, but I like my friends with personality. Members of his caravan tend to stick to themselves. We've all got baggage. I spent several weeks with a man who left me to join the preordained. He was a creep. I'm fine with him becoming a fanatic. I'm a bit of a follower. I spent time with Balin's testament, but I got over it. Came to Mithros with Augur and his flock of loons. They're intense, those Chaos folks. Something about their overconfidence appeals to me. He is somewhere here in Mithros, the self-proclaimed prophet of a Chaos cult, but he's mostly a cad. Pig. He had a vision where the god of chaos told him to take many wives. Once I heard that, I made tracks. Now, who told you that? Damn gossips. This caravan is ridiculous with chatter. I play flute, sure, but not since it was stolen. Bandits. They've been snatching our supplies for days now. Our wagons are stuck here like sitting ducks. Bandits just swoop down and pluck what they want. Not sure who they are. Red Legion, Freeman, Preordained, I don't care. So long as they don't harm us. See you around.
Welcome to hell.
Stay out of trouble.
Hi.
Yeah? Hell, you found it. I was convinced those bandits would butcher you. I guess I owe you a few tunes. Just tell me where your friend is staying and I'll pay her a visit. See you around.
Hi.
You're new to the caravan, so why are you here? Everybody's here for a reason. I am Sarah. I have toured Amalur extensively for many years. My ballads and instrumentals are known throughout the kingdoms. No autographs, please. Men and women are disappearing. Some from here, some from the temporary camps up ahead. Nobody knows why, but so far the Warsworn haven't done squat. My work is experimental. I don't play for the people. I play for myself. At the moment, I don't play for anybody. Broke my damn lute. I'd go out and cut some wood, but I don't dare risk these magic hands. Meh.
Hey, stranger.
Hi.
Welcome to the West Road.
Out of my way.
You actually found it. Should I be concerned that wood is stolen? Are the Warsworn close behind you? Well done! You are someone who can deliver, which is more than I can say for most of these goons. I'll play with your friend, but I may not like it. Meh. What?
Welcome to the West Road.
Hello again.
What a gift. I couldn't have asked for better collaborators. And honestly, I can't believe you convinced Cero to join us. He's famously private, a true virtuoso. Thank you. I expect to see you at our performances. You're our biggest fan. Little is known of the great Matharan culture, as they've supposedly kept hidden for centuries. However, we've discovered that their language and music is based on the tonal qualities of the Arathi light speech. Being from Canarok, I'm used to small towns. Still, I don't like creepy stories, and this place has a few of them. That wouldn't be an issue if I trusted the warden. But the one here in Gale Crossing doesn't inspire confidence. I was born in Canarok, but I ran away when I was very young. My mother was quite oppressive, and I had no stomach for spiders. I spent most of the Crystal War in Felltown, in the Gardens of Issa. Yes, it does exist. If ever you're given the opportunity to visit, take it. Bye.
Nan lay atop the woodpile, grey as a day-old fish. And old Harlan set her ablaze, the last echo of our leaving. Said farewell, kissed the earth, the last echo of our leaving.
Yeah?
Hello there.
Vagabond, the bandit bitch.
hello. Hi, yeah. Do you have a few moments? I'm looking for someone. Anyone, frankly. We seem to be in a bit of trouble. Our caravan has been attacked, you see, and we're searching for an extra hand. Preferably that hand would be holding a sword. Or a hammer. A bow is fine too. We're not picky, really. The mountains are a dangerous place. Look at the caravan attack. Everyone should have protection if they can afford it. I was lucky enough to find these 2 pledge shields. What with the Niskaru attacks, good mercenaries are hard to come by. That mess of tents is practically its own village. Has a mayor, a warden, and even its own insane prophet. The longer they keep the gates shut, the bigger revival will become. These old chasm passes have been closed to traffic for years, ever since the war, when the Tuatha caused the avalanches. But life goes on and trade resumes, and here we are bringing trade back to one of the most ancient of trade routes. Ambush. Not sure of much else. Pledge Shield Bulbatron was the only passenger, and we haven't seen her since it happened. It's as though the attackers knew those wagons carried our supplies, food, clothes, tents, weapons. Most of it was ours, but we carried a whole load of goods for the revival camp ahead. They desperately need that cargo. Listen, we have one more pledge shield with us, Oscar Grunberg, but he needs to stay behind to guard the rest of the wagons. Would you be willing to investigate the scene of the attack? I'd split a share of the spoils with you. Thank Lyria. I'll be ruined if I lose... if we lose those supplies. This will work perfectly. Pledge Shield Grunberg will stay here to watch over the remaining settlers and their wagons. Meanwhile, you can descend the canyon and check to see if there's anything we can salvage. And hopefully we'll learn what happened to Pledge Shield Bolton. See you soon.
Out of my way.
Watch your permit. Don't lend money.
My heart aches for eyes of corn. We all lost somebody in the crystal ball.
Time to pay the toll.
My first day on the line, Captain ordered me and Proudhome to scout the ridge, to search for Tuatha. No Tuatha, not that I could see. But mountains. Mountains as far as sundown. Froudholm grinned through the mist. "Welcome to the West Road," he said, his gold tooth glinting.
Aren't you a welcome sight? I thought I was a goner. Did Grunberg send you? I owe him 10 coin. Bastard was right. Kobolds. There's a nest of the angry buggers back in the mountainside. Somebody needs to see to it, or there'll be more blood. If you're willing to patch me up, I could tag along. I promise I won't slow you down too much. Bye. What? Master Burns is going to be very happy that we managed to locate his stolen supplies. He's very particular. I joined the War Swan only a week ago. Can you believe it? The candles on my birthday cake were still smoking when I hurried to the local tavern to enlist. Now, he's smart, that's for certain. Smarter than me. Unlike a lot of these settlers, he seems to have a plan, to have it all worked out. I wouldn't be surprised if he was running the place by the time we reach Crownhold. Stories say it's an Almain city, or the ancestors of the Almain, the Mitharans. Maybe the stories are true, maybe not. I've never been to the city before, so I'm hoping to see something grand. Master Burns told us they were food and medicine for the refugees of the camp up ahead, but I have my doubts. I saw a lot of crates when I was down in that kobold hole, and they were weapons, not food and medicine. I'll be here. Yeah?
Again. I had a feeling about you. You had the bright glow of opportunity. Here's the payment I promised. Now that I've got my supplies back, I can sell them to the highest bidder. Oh, did I say they were for the refugee camp? Oh, my mistake. No, I plan to sell those goods to desperate refugees at ridiculously high prices. I'll make a fortune. All thanks to you. Bye-bye. I've made a killing on those supplies you recovered for me. We should go into business together. Well, you know the truth now. I'm a shameless, profiteering scum. But in Amalur, the only way to survive is to take the low road. I get people what they need, but not always how they want it. What are you going to do about it? Bye-bye.
You there! Halt! It's the end. There's nowhere to hide. Surrender!
hell.